Hey everybody, it's Chris Reed here, and I want to talk to you today about the gospel according to chess. Anybody ever played the game of chess? I have. What's interesting when you look at the game of chess, there are several pieces on the board that we can all see ourselves and fit into one of those pieces or all of them. The board represents really life. It's the battle between two sides, dark and light, white and black, goodness and evil. And the pawns on the board are the ones that are on the front line. Interesting things about pawns, they cannot move to the right or the left. They have to move forward unless they're going to capture. And that's just like us. You know, we cannot look to the right or left. We cannot veer to the right or the left. We got to stay and keep it between the lines. We got to keep progressing and keep moving forward, which is the point of the game, is to keep moving forward and gaining ground on the enemy's territory. You know, behind the pawns, there are some other pieces. There's the king, which represents Jesus, the queen, which represents the church, the king's bride. There's the knights, the horse riders, which represent those charging into battle. You know, this day, it's no longer just a foot race. Things have sped up. Time has seemed to almost speed up. And the scripture says, if you can't run with the footman, how can you run with the horseman? And then of course there's the bishop, because on the board you've got to have a bishop, you've got to have a pastor and a spiritual authority in your life. If you're a pawn, you've got to have a pastor behind you. But get this, when you move forward, you become a target. You're a moving target of the enemy. The enemy wants to attack moving things. And if you're just standing still and you're not progressing, you're not making a move, or you're not going forward, then you're no longer a threat to the other side. But when you start making moves, you become targeted by the enemy. Yes, you do. And I just want you to know today, if you're fighting all kinds of hell and chaos and problems in your life, it's probably because you're moving forward. You're advancing. The enemy does not target things that stand still, but when you start making moves and you start progressing and moving forward, you become on hell's most wanted list. In fact, let me say this to you. The enemy loves to attack us so much that he would love for pawns to stop moving forward. In fact, he don't even want you to stand still. He wants you to have to move backwards so he don't take you out. In these times we're living in, things have sped up so much. But I want you to know the goal is to keep moving forward, to take out the enemy on the other side. And there are times the enemy targets us and, you know, we slip back and we make a move backwards. You know, that's really all backsliding is sliding back. And instead of moving forward, we move backwards. But there's all been times where we've all been down to the wire. We didn't know what our next move was going to be. We didn't know how we was going to defeat the enemy or make it to the other side, which is the object of the gospel according to chess. It reminds me of the children of Israel who, when Pharaoh was behind them, chasing them, and a Red Sea was in front of them, what are they going to do? They were on the gospel according to chess. What are they going to do? What's their next move going to be? The children of Israel had no moves left. It was almost as if the other side of the board pulled checkmate. Checkmate means you're in trouble. Your king is in trouble. You're about to lose. But guess what? The king, God, had one more move. Yes, he did, and he parted the Red Sea. The king always has one more move. You know, like the woman caught in the act of adultery, the Pharisees wanted her dead. In fact, they were pressuring Jesus to either side with her or side with Moses' law. You know what Jesus said? The king had one more move. When it looked like it was checkmate, it was the end for that woman, and it seemed like there was no future hope for her. Jesus, the king, had one more move, and he said, let him that is without sin among you cast the first stone. And you may feel like today that you're stuck and you don't have no moves left and you're trying to move forward, but you can't. Guess what? The king will always have one more move for you, and if you trust him, he will help you today. It's just the gospel according to chess. If we're not Facebook friends, click my name up there, send me a friend request, and please take time to share this 4-minute video. It will bless somebody. God bless you.